How to fry eggs, Mim's way and Neena's way. Okay, so ideally they use actual bacon grease that they got from actual bacon. I'm using this that I found in the grocery store because we just don't eat a lot of bacon these days. So I don't have grease on hand. I'm gonna put about that much in. I don't know how much that is, like a tablespoon. Also, this Kerrygold butter is delish, and I like to add it as well. It makes everything better. And yeah, you can just watch me make these eggs. How am I gonna do this with one hand? All right, well, I put it on medium, let my butter and lard melt. And I'm not very patient, so you're supposed to cook eggs very low, but I'm just not that patient. So if you want to be, then you should be. It's better. And you probably don't want to watch this melt. You know, this seems like a lot of fat, but especially because I'm only making a couple eggs. But fat is good for you. It protects your brain. So all of that nonsense that they used to tell us about fat being bad for us and fat making us fat, that's not true. You need fat. You need healthy fat. And this is healthy fat, I think. The butter is. I'm sure the bacon grease is too. Okay, like I said, I'm not very patient, so I didn't even let it melt all the way. But I've got my eggs in the pan. I'm going to add some salt. I like the pink Himalayan salt. And I'm going to add some pepper. I don't know how people do this with one hand. I need a tripod. Yeah, and then you just let them fry. I'm sure you're wondering about my YouTube name that I came up with. Whenever Sawyer was probably like 3 and Major was like 2, one day Sawyer came up to me and he said, "Mom, I know that girls are made out of sugar and spice and everything nice, but what are boys made out of?" And Major came out of nowhere and he said, "Spatulas, spoons, rats, and foxes." So I thought that was cute. And when I was trying to think of a name for the YouTube channel, it just came to me and I had that memory. So spatulas, spoons, rats, and foxes, because that's what boys are made out of. Okay, I flipped these. I should have recorded that. Anyway, I flipped them while they were, see how they're like just getting done on the other side. And then you guys like your eggs runny, so I won't keep them on very long. But you just, you know, you gotta just eyeball it. But Sawyer had a friend over last weekend. Oh, I broke the yolk. See, that would be me, that would be Shepherd's, because he doesn't like runny yolk. Sawyer had a friend over last weekend, and I fried eggs in bacon grease and butter just like I am today. And he said, and I quote, "These are the best eggs I've ever had in my life." And he's 16 years old, so that says something. I like my eggs runny, so these are runny. But look how they're browned on the edges. That is what makes them so delicious. And I am going to eat some tomatoes with my eggs. So that's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show you anyway. Usually I cook my tomatoes at the same time as I'm cooking my eggs, but for the sake of the video, I am doing it separate. So all of that brown crusty stuff is from the eggs, and it will get on the tomatoes, which makes the tomatoes just even more delicious. Salt and pepper. I get these nice and stewed. See all these bits like come up with the tomatoes, and it's so yummy. This is what I eat for breakfast a lot because it's just delicious and it's healthy. And there you have it. My breakfast is ready. And I'm gonna dig in.